Hi, this is Al from alsonlinecash.com and a very warm welcome to the first part of my tutorial on getting a website up and running. Now, a website up and running is the first part of creating an online business, and this is an asset that you can use and change and monetize. So the first part of getting a website up and running is getting a domain name sorted, and you'll need a company to register your domain name. And the company that I recommend, that's always been good for me, is Namecheap.com. So let's head on over there now to Namecheap.com and let's sign up. So here we are at Namecheap.com, and the first thing you'll need to do is click on sign up. We'll just wait for that page to load. Okay, so here we go. New to Namecheap, please create an account. So you'll need a username. So I'll just fill in some random stuff here because I've already got an account. Put your password in, put your name and your email address. I'll just scroll down here. Now if you want to receive Namecheap's newsletter, you can tick that box there. I prefer to untick that and click create an account. Obviously this is going to fail for me. All fields are required. Username you requested is already in use, so that's fine. You should be able to register fine. So I'm going to log in now. Okay, so once you're logged in, if you click on the Namecheap icon at the top, just scroll down the page a bit. Now this box here is where you can enter a domain to search. Now if this is your first website, I recommend that you set up basically yourname.com. So for me that would be alanoliver.com. Make sure .com is selected. You really don't want any of the other domains. You want to make sure it's a .com, certainly when you're first starting out anyway. The reason for that is Google gives .coms more authority, it's more recognized, and if it comes to the point where you need to sell your domain, a .com will bring more money in. Okay, so alanoliver.com. I know for a fact this has already been taken by somebody else, so let me show you what happens when that's the case. Click on search. Okay, and we can see alanoliver.com is not available. Okay, so we'll go back. If you find your name's not available, what you can do Alan-Oliver or your-name.com. Do a search for that. Okay, so that's not available either. Your case, you might be lucky. What you can do, if you're still struggling, you can stick blog on the end, review, report, internet marketer, you can also, if you've got a middle name, put your initial in or your full middle name in there. Okay, so let's just try Alan Oliver blog. So in your case it would be yournameblog.com. Click on search. And there we can see that's available. and that's available for $10.69 a year. So I reckon we snap that up now. So we click add to cart. While it's doing that, if you've decided to concentrate on a niche product, or you're creating a website for a company, or you've got another reason to set up a website other than for your own website, you'll already have a keyword in mind for your domain name, and I suggest you use Google's keyword tool to discover the best keywords that you can use for your domain name, and I'll be doing a video on that shortly. I'll give you a few tips on searching for good, profitable niche keywords and how to use those in your domain name. So here we go, register alanoliverblog.com for 1 year, $10.69. There's a small ICANN fee here, only a few cents. You don't need to add value web hosting. Free WhoisGuard, leave that as it is because it's free. You don't need positive SSL unless you're getting into marketing in a big way, and get 1 year free OX personal mail. Oh, we don't need to bother with that either. So click on checkout. Okay, and at this point you'll need to fill in your registrant contact information. Okay, we go through. As we move on through, we've got a registrant contact, we've got an administrative contact, a technical contact, and a billing contact. Now the chances are, if you're setting this up for yourself, all those will be the same and they'll all be you. If you're setting it up for a company or an organisation, then these may well be different. Make sure the details are correct, then click on save and continue. As we come down the screen now, there's a few remaining settings we need to change. Domain auto renew settings. This is at the end of the billing period, so in this case at the end of a year. Do we want to automatically renew and automatically be rebilled, or do we want to choose don't renew automatically? And basically we'll need to go to Namecheap.com to renew that manually. So it's up to you how you want to do that. If it was me, I would choose automatically renew. Coming down to WhoisGuard. WhoisGuard basically hides your information from other people looking to find out who owns the website. So if you click that, people won't be able to find out who the owner of the website is yourself. But considering if this is your first website, you're setting it up as yourname.com, then it's kind of irrelevant that. So I'd leave that unticked. And the following settings apply to domain registrations only. So we're registering a domain, so we need to look at this. If you've already got hosting set to host your website, then your hosting provider will have given you some name server information, and if that's the case, you need to click on use custom name servers, and in these boxes here you'll enter the name server information that your hosting provider has given you. So generally it's in the enter name server 1 and enter name server 2. You've got 2 pieces of information you need to put in there, and when I do the hosting video later on, I'll show you a bit more about that. So for now, just choose use our free name servers. URL forwarding settings you can just ignore, and email forwarding settings, for now just create an info account or a support account, and that is forwarded to your main email address. So make sure that main email address is correct. Click on save and continue. As we go down, just check that all the details are correct. Make sure there's no spelling errors in the domain name that you're choosing. Make sure the duration is correct and the value or the cost is acceptable, and then choose which way to pay. You can either pay with funds that are in your Namecheap account already. I'm guessing you won't have that available to you just now. Credit card or PayPal. So I'll show you what details there. You'll need to set up a credit card for that. I'm going to click PayPal. OK, and once you've filled out your payment details and authorized the transaction, that domain name is now registered to you, and what you need to do then is set up your hosting, which I'll be doing in the next video. So I hope this video has been helpful and you've got a lot out of it, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you check out my website, alsonlinecash.com, and there's a free gift on there if you sign up to the membership. Thank you very much, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.